Growing up in Britain was a time of charm, quirky traditions, and unforgettable fads. From the iconic music and fashion trends to classic toys and TV shows, the 1970s and 1980s were a golden age for British culture. It was a decade brimming with nostalgia, where each moment was rich with character and history. Whether it was the laughter of family sitcoms or the thrill of collecting the latest craze, Britain had its own distinct vibe that defined an entire generation. Join us as we take a trip down memory lane to revisit 50 British things that anyone who lived through those years will never forget. The Rubik's Cube was a sensation that took over Britain in the 1980s. This colorful, mind-bending puzzle had everyone from school kids to adults twisting and turning the cube in an attempt to match its colors. Although it seemed simple at first, the challenge of solving it became an obsession for many, sparking Rubik's Cube competitions and even worldwide tournaments. The A-Team dominated British TV screens in the 1980s with their action-packed episodes and memorable one-liners. Full of thrilling escapades, the show followed 4 former soldiers who became a team of mercenaries helping the innocent. B.A. Baracus, with his catchphrase, "I pity the fool," and Mr. T's tough guy persona left a lasting mark on pop culture. The Jam embodied the essence of working-class Britain in the late 70s and early 80s. With their mod-inspired fashion and fast-paced music, they quickly became icons. Songs like "Going Underground" and "Town Called Malice" reflected the youth's frustration, while also offering a rebellious soundtrack to a generation seeking change in the country's social and political landscape. The spitting image puppets brought satire to the forefront of British comedy in the 1980s. These exaggerated puppets caricatured political figures and celebrities, making them both comical and often painfully accurate. With sharp wit and humorous commentary, Spitting Image became a cultural touchstone, holding a mirror up to British society and influencing the way politics was discussed. Woolworth's Pick and Mix was a childhood dream for many in Britain. Walking into the store, kids could choose from a variety of sweets, from fizzy cola cubes to chocolate lollies, and fill a bag with their favorites. The freedom to mix and match flavors was a simple joy, and it became a staple of British childhood memories. The Walkman changed how people experienced music. This portable cassette player allowed Brits to take their tunes on the go, whether they were walking through the city or commuting to work. The Walkman sparked a music revolution, making personal playlists and on-the-move listening a part of everyday life and becoming an indispensable accessory in the 80s. Grange Hill was one of the most beloved children's TV shows, capturing the struggles and triumphs of school life. From dealing with bullies to tackling real-world issues like drugs and relationships, it offered a gritty, yet relatable look at growing up. Grange Hill became iconic for its ability to blend hard-hitting drama with the everyday experiences of British teens. The royal family has been a central part of British life for decades. With Queen Elizabeth II at the helm, they captured the nation's affection through both celebrations and challenges. The monarchy has seen historical milestones, such as weddings, jubilees, and royal births, making the royal family a constant in the hearts and minds of the British public. Trainers adorned with the Union Jack became a fashion statement throughout the UK. These sneakers, often associated with sports or streetwear, grew in popularity in the 80s. With their bold design and patriotic flair, Union Jack trainers became a symbol of British pride, and owning a pair was almost a rite of passage for young people during that time. Tupperware parties were a popular social event where British women gathered to purchase plastic containers. These parties allowed people to buy brightly colored, durable storage solutions while socializing with friends. Tupperware became a household staple, and the parties were a fun way to spend an afternoon, often becoming a regular tradition in suburban neighborhoods. Doctor Who is a show that has stood the test of time, captivating generations of viewers with its imaginative storytelling and eccentric Doctor. The sci-fi series, with its ability to regenerate its lead character, introduced fans to strange new worlds, time travel, and monsters like Daleks and Cybermen. It became a defining part of British television culture. The Mini Cooper became a symbol of British ingenuity, small in size but big on character. Designed as a compact, fuel-efficient car, it became a favorite for city driving. Its unique look, with its rounded edges and bold design, turned it into a cultural icon. The Mini represents a proud moment in British automotive history. Coronation Street, the world's longest-running soap opera, has been a staple of British life since the 1960s. Set in the fictional Weatherfield, it captured the trials and tribulations of working-class families. With unforgettable characters like Ken Barlow and Deirdre, Coronation Street became a daily ritual for millions, reflecting the highs and lows of British society. Punky fashion took the 1970s and 80s by storm. This rebellious look, characterized by DIY clothes, colorful mohawks, and safety pins, became a symbol of non-conformity. Punk challenged traditional fashion norms, and British youth embraced it, using it as an expression of resistance to authority, making punk fashion an enduring cultural moment. The Clangers, with their unique blend of puppetry and whimsy, captured the hearts of children in the 1970s. These small, mouse-like creatures lived on a distant planet and communicated with a series of cute, squeaky sounds. Their gentle adventures, combined with an underlying message of kindness, made it a beloved classic in British children's television. The Falklands War of 1982 was a defining moment in British history. A conflict between Britain and Argentina, it saw British forces reclaim control over the Falkland Islands, which had been invaded. The war united the nation, giving a sense of pride and patriotism, and solidified the role of Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher in British politics. Chopper bikes were a must-have for kids in the 1970s. These custom-made bicycles, with high handlebars and banana seats, allowed children to cruise the streets in style. Often decked out with accessories like colorful streamers or racing flags, the chopper was the epitome of cool, making it the ultimate childhood possession. Milk bottles with the top removed were an iconic part of British life, often delivered directly to your doorstep. These glass bottles, with a metal or foil cap, held fresh milk, and the sound of the milkman's truck was a signal that breakfast was on the way. The experience of peeling back the foil cap remains a nostalgic memory. Hobnobs biscuits were a favorite snack for many Brits. Known for their crunch and rich oat flavor, these biscuits were the perfect accompaniment to a cup of tea. Their rustic texture and satisfying taste made them a staple of British biscuit tins, and the appeal of dunking them into tea only added to their charm. Lager and lime became the go-to drink for many British pub-goers in the 70s and 80s. Refreshing and easy to drink, the combination of lager and a splash of lime offered a crisp, citrusy twist to the classic pint. It quickly gained popularity in the pub culture, especially during summer afternoons or social gatherings. The Beano and the Dandy were two of the UK's most cherished comic books, bringing laughter to generations. These comics were filled with hilarious stories of mischief, featuring characters like Dennis the Menace and Desperate Dan. Their colourful pages and quirky humour have made them a part of British childhood for decades. Berghaus jackets became a staple of outdoor fashion in the UK. Known for their rugged durability and weatherproof materials, these jackets kept outdoor enthusiasts warm and dry. Whether hiking in the hills or walking in the city, Berghaus represented the British love for outdoor activities, especially in the 80s when it became an essential part of the wardrobe. Lynx Africa became the scent of British teenagers in the 1990s. With its unmistakable combination of fresh, musky, and spicy fragrances, Lynx Africa was everywhere, in locker rooms, on school trips, and in the homes of every young Brit. It became more than just a deodorant. It became a cultural marker of youth identity in the 1990s. Bodging and spinning tops were beloved toys in Britain, often crafted from wood and spun with a string. Kids would challenge each other to see who could spin their top the longest, or with the most impressive speed. These toys were a rite of passage in British homes, and their whirring sound echoed across playgrounds in the 70s and 80s. The Queen's Silver Jubilee in 1977 was a momentous event for Britain, celebrating Queen Elizabeth II's 25th year on the throne. It was a time of national pride, marked by street parties, concerts, and royal events. The Jubilee united the country in celebration, with Union Jacks flying high and a sense of unity sweeping the nation. Cabbage Patch Kids were the toy craze of the 1980s, with their uniquely shaped faces and adoption certificates. Each doll was different, making them highly sought after and nearly impossible to find. This led to a nationwide shopping frenzy, with stores selling out in minutes. These adorable, floppy-headed dolls became a symbol of childhood for a generation. The red phone box is one of Britain's most iconic landmarks. Seen on almost every street corner, these distinctive red boxes have been the symbol of communication in the UK for decades. Though mobile phones have largely replaced them, the red phone box remains a beloved piece of British culture and a popular photo opportunity for tourists. The Woolwich Ferry has been serving passengers across the River Thames since 1889, providing a free, iconic crossing between Woolwich and North Woolwich. The ferry offers a unique, nostalgic view of London's waterways, with commuters and tourists alike enjoying the scenic route. It's a charming reminder of the history and beauty of the capital's river system. Jackanory was a cherished British children's programme where stories were brought to life through reading. Famous personalities read tales from all over the world, and the animated, whimsical illustrations captivated young minds. The show's storytelling tradition made it an essential part of British childhood, and for many, it was a daily highlight to gather around the TV. The two Ronnies were a comedy duo who defined British humour. Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett's sketches, jokes, and catchphrases such as "four candles" became part of the national lexicon. Their charming chemistry and wit made them a staple of British television, and their long-running show became one of the country's most beloved comedic institutions. Polo mints, the iconic mint with a hole, have been a beloved snack for decades. Their distinctive shape and cool, refreshing taste made them a popular choice for mint lovers. The Polo mint became a cultural symbol in the UK with their catchy slogan, "The mint with the hole," and they are still a go-to treat for many Brits today. Blackpool illuminations are a spectacular annual light display along Blackpool's promenade. For over a century, the illuminations have brought a magical glow to the coastal town, drawing thousands of visitors each year. The dazzling lights showcase intricate designs and festive themes, making Blackpool a must-visit destination during the autumn months. It's a cherished British tradition. The Sooty Show, starring the mischievous puppet bear Sooty, was a favourite for many British children. Alongside his human friend Harry Corbett, Sooty entertained audiences with his cheeky antics, often getting up to mischief with his magic wand. This long-running show became a symbol of childhood laughter and innocence, making Sooty an enduring TV character. Chesterfield cigarettes ads were a common sight in British TV and print media during the 70s, helping to cement the popularity of smoking. With their distinctive packaging and celebrity endorsements, these adverts became ingrained in everyday British life. However, as health concerns about smoking grew, the ads were eventually banned, marking a significant cultural shift. The "Keep Calm and Carry On" poster, originally created during World War II, has since become an iconic piece of British pop culture. Its calm, reassuring message was designed to boost morale during wartime, but later surged in popularity as a retro slogan. Today, it's seen everywhere, from mugs to t-shirts, symbolizing British stoicism and resilience. The Thunderbirds, a puppet-based TV series, introduced the world to the futuristic world of international rescue. The show followed the adventures of a family who used technologically advanced vehicles to save people from danger. With memorable characters like Scott Tracy and the iconic Thunderbird machines, the series became a beloved part of British TV history. The E-Type Jaguar is one of the most stylish and iconic cars ever made in Britain. Known for its sleek design and high-performance capabilities, this sports car captured the imagination of motor enthusiasts worldwide. Still regarded as one of the most beautiful cars ever produced, the E-Type is a symbol of British automotive excellence. The Great British Bake Off took the nation by storm, bringing baking into the mainstream. Before its TV success, was already an essential British pastime. From Victoria sponge to sticky toffee pudding, British families had their own cherished recipes. The show reignited a passion for home baking, turning everyday people into amateur bakers in the spotlight. The British Bulldog is a symbol of the nation's resilience and determination. With its strong, stocky appearance, it represents qualities like loyalty, courage, and stoicism. Seen in various forms of British media and advertising, the Bulldog became a national icon, widely used in everything from political cartoons to sports team mascots. Flared trousers were a fashion statement that defined the 1970s. These wide-legged trousers, which flared out from the knee down, were worn by both men and women, often paired with platform shoes for extra height. Flared trousers became a symbol of 70s style, making a comeback in later decades as a nostalgic nod to the past. The 99 Flake is a classic British ice cream treat, made by adding a chocolate flake to a soft serve cone. Popular on hot summer days, the 99 became synonymous with seaside trips and family outings. Its simplicity and deliciousness made it the ultimate summer indulgence, and it remains a favorite for ice cream lovers across the UK. Tea caddies are beautifully designed containers that kept one of the UK's favorite pastimes, a good cup of tea, safe and fresh. These decorative tins, often featuring floral or vintage designs, helped preserve the aroma of tea leaves. Tea caddies became a staple in British homes, holding not just tea, but also the tradition of afternoon tea. Jubbly, a frozen drink in a foil pouch, was an iconic British treat during the 70s and 80s. With its vibrant colours and refreshing taste, Jubbly became the drink of choice for children on a hot day. Whether enjoyed during a school break or at the beach, Jubbly was an essential part of many childhood summers. Swan Vestas matches were a household staple, recognized by their iconic red box and logo. These matches became synonymous with lighting everything from candles to firesides in British homes. Their distinct scent when struck is a nostalgic memory for many, reminding Brits of cozy nights by the fire or lighting up for a barbecue. The Wombles, those lovable litter-collecting creatures, captured the hearts of British children in the 70s. Living on Wimbledon Common, the Wombles taught kids about environmentalism through their fun adventures. Their catchy theme song and the lovable characters like Orinoco and Great Uncle Bulgaria made the Wombles a memorable part of British children's TV. Beefeater Gin became the quintessential British gin, known for its distinctive crisp flavour. It became a symbol of British cocktail culture, often used in classic drinks like the gin and tonic. This iconic gin, with its strong heritage and quality, continues to be a favourite choice among gin lovers, both in the UK and worldwide. The The Tower of London has stood as a symbol of British history for over 1,000 years. From housing the crown jewels to being a royal palace and prison, the tower is rich in stories of intrigue, betrayal, and power. A must-visit for any history enthusiast, the tower remains an iconic landmark in London. The BBC microcomputer was one of the first home computers in the UK, introduced in the early 1980s. It revolutionized home computing, allowing families to explore the world of digital technology for the first time. Popular with schools and hobbyists, the BBC microcomputer laid the groundwork for future advancements in computing and digital education. Yorkshire pudding is a staple of the traditional British Sunday roast. These crispy golden puddings, made from batter and baked to perfection, are typically served alongside meat, gravy, and vegetables. Their comforting texture and savory taste make them a key part of British culinary heritage, representing the warmth of family meals. The London Underground map is one of the most recognizable symbols of the capital. Its clear geometric design has made navigating the city's subway system easy and efficient for millions. Whether you're a Londoner or a tourist, the map remains a vital tool for exploring the city, and its simplicity is a marvel of urban planning. The 70s and 80s were more than just a time. They were an era that shaped British culture in ways that still echo today. From the music to the fashion, the toys to the TV shows, these 50 British memories hold a special place in the hearts of those who experienced them. Whether you remember them fondly or just hear the names and get a smile, these moments continue to define what it meant to be British in those unforgettable